Hey everyone, welcome to the ChainLinkGod podcast, where we break down the information asymmetry on all things blockchains, oracles, and smart contracts. Today, I want to do something a little bit different and start a beginner series, exploring the various Chainlink Oracle services that exist within the ecosystem. The aim here is to explore some of the basics and dive into some of the nuances to fill in the knowledge gaps that you may have. In this episode, I'm going to be diving into Chainlink Price Feeds. Now, Chainlink Price Feeds are decentralized Oracle networks that deliver financial market data onto blockchain networks. This comes in the form of exchange rates, such as the price of Bitcoin against US dollars, or the price of gold against euros. Now, why is putting market data on blockchains so important? This is because blockchains cannot access off-chain data on their own due to their security model. As a result, you require oracles to connect the smart contract applications running on top of blockchains to the data that they require to execute. When it comes to price feeds, financial market data is widely used by decentralized finance applications, otherwise known as DeFi. DeFi offers a trust-minimized, transparent, and censorship-resistant alternative to the traditional financial ecosystem. It is one of the primary use cases of blockchains. For example, in a money market protocol, lenders are connected to borrowers through over-collateralized loans. In this example, price feeds are used to determine the max loan issuance size, as well as determine when under-collateralized positions should be liquidated. In this case, price feeds are key to the protocol's solvency. Essentially, most of your favorite DeFi applications likely use price feeds in some way or another. Now, Chainlink Price Feeds are the industry standard solution that actively secures over $80 billion for hundreds of blockchain-based DeFi and CeFi applications. There are Chainlink Price Feeds for exchange rates on cryptocurrencies, foreign exchange pairs, commodities, indices, equities, and various other on-chain and off-chain assets. Originally launched 2 years ago with a single price feed, there are now over 700 Chainlink Price Feeds that have delivered over 700 million data points on-chain. Notably, Chainlink Price Feeds are natively blockchain agnostic. This means data is being delivered directly to over 10 blockchain networks, effectively supporting DeFi applications across the multi-chain ecosystem. A large and growing number of leading DeFi applications actively rely upon Chainlink Price Feeds to secure their users' funds. This includes Aave, Compound, Synthetics, Liquidity, DYDX, Flexa, Alpaca, BenQ, Rari Fraxen, literally hundreds of DeFi applications. But how do Chainlink Price Feeds work exactly? Fundamentally, there are multiple layers of decentralized aggregation. If you think of it as a layered stack, at the very bottom we have the raw exchange data. This consists of a heterogeneous environment of hundreds of different centralized and decentralized exchanges, each with different levels of market activity and data quality. This is effectively the raw, unfiltered data. Above this, we have the data source layer. This consists of professional data aggregation firms that aggregate market data from across all centralized and decentralized exchanges, generating a volume-weighted average price that provides full market coverage for any asset being tracked. These providers are financially incentivized to provide highly accurate and reliable data as their entire business model revolves around it. However, price feeds can't rely upon a single data source, as that's a central point of failure. So above this, we have the Oracle node layer. This includes high-quality, Sybil-resistant Chainlink nodes that fetch data from multiple data aggregators and take the median value. Chainlink nodes includes leading enterprises like Deutsche Telekom and Swisscom, as well as data providers and experienced DevOps teams. These nodes have a proven on-chain reputation of providing reliable data for long periods of time, even during extreme blockchain network congestion and market volatility. These nodes are financially compensated in link tokens to cover their gas costs and generate a profit. Having Chainlink nodes fetch from multiple independent data providers effectively mitigates the issue of data source downtime and manipulation. However, price feeds can't rely upon a single Oracle node, as that would also be a single point of failure. So above this, we have the Oracle network layer. This is a collection of multiple Chainlink Oracle nodes that aggregate their data together off-chain into a single Oracle report that is then delivered on-chain. What this means is that Chainlink price feeds are decentralized at the data source layer, where each data source aggregates from multiple exchanges. It's decentralized at the node layer, where each node pulls from many different data sources. And it's also decentralized at the network layer, where each network consists of multiple independent Chainlink nodes. As a result, a price feed is actually a median of the volume-weighted average price that reflects all exchanges. Lastly, in this infrastructure, we have the on-chain reference contracts. This is an on-chain smart contract that stores the data delivered on-chain by an Oracle network for a specific piece of data. For example, in the ETHUSD feed, there's an ETHUSD reference contract, and the same for BTCUSD or LinkUSD or any other price feed. User contracts can fetch the latest Oracle update or even historical data from the relevant reference contract they need data from. Through the reference contract, Chainlink price feeds are a pull model. What this means is that smart contracts can request and receive market data all within a single transaction. So I've described how Chainlink price feeds are designed, but when are new Oracle updates published on-chain? There are effectively two different models, which are commonly used in tandem. The first is the deviation threshold. This is the percentage difference that the off-chain price of an asset needs to move compared to the previous update before a new Oracle report is published on-chain. For example, a deviation threshold of 0.1% means an update will be published if the price of an asset moves 0.1% up or down since the previous update. The second is the heartbeat. This is the longest amount of time since the previous update before a new on-chain update is triggered. For example, a heartbeat of 10 minutes means if it's been at least 10 minutes without an update, a new Oracle report will be delivered on-chain. Combining both mechanisms ensure that a price feeds reference contract is rapidly updated with fresh data during market volatility while keeping costs down when market volatility is low. These update parameters are set for each price feed depending on a number of different variables. The gas costs of the blockchain data is being delivered to, the amount of user fees available to fund Oracle networks, as well as generally how volatile an asset is. Higher speed blockchains and layer 2 solutions are able to support price feeds that update at a higher frequency on average. Chainlink price feeds on Solana update at sub-second frequencies, meaning there is no need for a deviation threshold. The heartbeat is just that fast. Through these update mechanisms, Chainlink price feeds have provided smart contracts with accurate market-wide pricing even during the most extreme of market volatility. Now, a common question is, how are Chainlink price feeds funded? This is done through a combination of a Oracle reward subsidy and the aggregation of user fees. Upon their launch, a new Chainlink price feed is bootstrapped through the Oracle reward subsidy like a blockchain's block reward. This effectively solves the chicken or egg problem where nodes won't contribute to a network without being paid, and users won't pay to use a network without actively contributing nodes. As the adoption of each Chainlink price feed increases, the amount of user fees being paid into this network grows, effectively reducing the reliance on the subsidy for that feed. Eventually, price feeds are compensated entirely on user fees alone. Now, as the user fees continue to grow alongside adoption, this additional funding can be used to add more nodes, more data sources, and increase the update frequency. Lower cost blockchains means the point of sustainability for price feeds is much lower, since one of the largest contributing costs to running a price feed is the cost of putting data on chain. Importantly, users are never paying the full costs, both because of the Oracle reward subsidy and the shared cost model of the reference contract. If there's 100 users who need the ETHUSD exchange rate on a particular blockchain, they each contribute their funding to a single ETHUSD price feed, funding its operation and ultimately generating an economies of scale. This results in the most sustainable, cost-efficient, and secure Oracle networks for everyone. Since their launch in 2019, there's been various improvements to the network efficiency of Chainlink price feeds. Previously, for each Oracle update, every node would individually generate their own transaction to submit their data points on-chain. This meant for a network with 20 nodes, each Oracle update involved 20 on-chain transactions. This was the most simple design, But with networks like Ethereum having such high gas costs, this overhead became a bottleneck. To overcome this issue, earlier this year, Chainlink Price Feeds were upgraded to the Off-Chain Reporting Model, or OCR. OCR lowered the on-chain gas costs of updating Chainlink Price Feeds by up to 90%, effectively allowing 10 times more data to be delivered on-chain. Essentially, OCR is a protocol that enables the off-chain aggregation of data using a peer-to-peer distributed network. With each Oracle update, nodes aggregate their observation and cryptographic signature off-chain into a single Oracle report, which is then delivered on-chain by a randomly selected node. This means, regardless of the number of nodes within a price feed, there is only one transaction submitted on-chain for each update. For increased resiliency, if the randomly selected node fails to deliver the Oracle report on-chain, a round-robin process is kicked off and additional nodes are chosen to deliver the report on-chain. Effectively, this means the same level of tamper resistance and transparency is maintained while significantly increasing gas cost efficiency. Chainlink price feeds have also continuously decentralized over time, with additional high-quality nodes and data sources being added as the total value secured continues to increase. In summary, the architecture of Chainlink price feeds enables some key properties. The first is market coverage. Market coverage is a measure of what percentage of the total trading market a price feed covers. Because Chainlink price feeds fetch data from multiple premium data aggregators, each who combine data from every centralized and decentralized exchange, users are provided the market-wide pricing of assets. Alternative price feed solutions that don't provide market coverage are easier and cheaper to manipulate as they don't capture the complete picture of an asset's trading market. The second property is tamper resistance. Decentralization across multiple layers effectively means the mitigation of any single point of failure. Every involved party is also financially incentivized to provide the most reliable and accurate datasets. In particular, Chainlink nodes are paid in the native link token whose value is derived from the health of the network. This means any malicious activity that leads to the loss of user funds would devalue the revenue and holdings of Oracle nodes. Additionally, any malicious nodes would lose all future revenue and would be booted from any of the Oracle networks they serve, losing their future revenue and harming the reputation of their business. The last key property is reliability. Chainlink price feeds consist of the highest quality nodes run by highly reputable entities who have an on-chain performance history of reliably publishing data on-chain. OCR ensures updates get published on-chain even during extreme network congestion. Additionally, Chainlink oracles run their own full-node blockchain clients, meaning they have a direct connection to the blockchain they are delivering data to without relying upon third-party providers. Chainlink price feeds are one of the most crucial pieces of infrastructure within the DeFi and hybrid smart contract ecosystem. With the information in this podcast, you should now have a more complete understanding on how Chainlink price feeds work, along with many of their nuances. Be sure to let me know if you have any additional question on Chainlink price feeds and what services I should be covering next. And last but not least, don't forget, we're all in this together, my friends. Cheers.